All throughout time, people have observed the intricate details of nature. These ingenious designs have revolutionized the world of technology. From the ancient Greeks to modern innovators, join us as we delve into some of the most remarkable inventions inspired by Mother Nature herself. Number 1. Biomimicry has been in human nature since ancient times. Greek mythology has one of our earliest examples of biomimicry, the legend of the craftsman Daedalus and his son Icarus. Both were imprisoned by the king of Athens, Theseus. While locked up, Daedalus designed wings made of feathers for them both, adhered by twine and wax. Inspired by the wings of birds, he attaches creation to himself and Icarus, who is warned not to fly too high or too low. Icarus ignored his father's advice, flew too high, melted the wax, and drowned in the sea. This is not only a fine example of ancient biomimicry, but also birthed the commonly used idiom, fly too close to the sun. Number 2. Leonardo da Vinci, the great Italian Renaissance period artist, is largely remembered by his popular artwork such as the Mona Lisa. However, his work as an inventor exhibited a profound fascination with nature's designs, often incorporating biomimicry. Curiosity led him to meticulously study the flight of birds, envisioning the possibility of human flight. Inspired by the innovative solutions of nature, he conceived flying machines that imitated the movements and intricate structure of avian wings. Da Vinci's observations of aquatic life also influenced his engineering endeavors, conceptualizing underwater vessels that replicated fish-like propulsion. His pioneering spirit and imaginative integration of nature's principles into his inventions marked a crucial step in the early application of biomimicry, laying the foundation for generations of innovators who would follow in his footsteps. Number 3. Axolotls and salamanders are remarkable beings. According to ancient legend, the Aztec god of fire, Xolotl, hid and disguised himself as a salamander to avoid being sacrificed in a ritual. Whether it's lost fingers, legs, heart tissue, eyes, spinal cord, or even part of the brain, they have amazing regenerative abilities. These amphibians have piqued the curiosity of researchers and have inspired scientists to delve into the biological processes behind this capability, studying the genetic, cellular, and molecular structures that enable them to regrow complex body parts. People have sought to replicate these principles in regenerative medicine. This natural phenomenon has paved the way for breakthroughs in wound healing, tissue regeneration, and prosthetics. Salamanders and axolotls have left an indelible mark on the history of biomimicry and are fueling innovative scientific exploration to transform medical technologies, redefining our understanding of human biology. Number 4. Geckos and their ability to cling to nearly any surface has been a fascination to mankind for thousands of years. In 350 BC, Aristotle commended their acrobatic climbing. He wondered how they could run up and down a tree in any way, even with the head downward. Even a 17th century Hindu legend describes a warrior who tied himself to a lizard to climb a steep cliff in an attack on an enemy fort. Although a gecko can't support the weight of a man, these remarkable reptiles can withstand about 250% of their body weight, almost 5 pounds, while clinging onto a smooth vertical wall. They can do this because of millions of tiny, flexible hairs that can grip surfaces on a molecular level. To release, all they need to do is curl their toes away from the surface. The biggest momentum by researchers has taken place in the 21st century as we uncover the various human applications in different industries. An adhesive known as gecko tape has emerged as the most common biomimetic invention so far, but scientists continue to strive to replicate the adhesive prowess of geckos. Commercial usage, robotics, space exploration, and even medicine, our biomimicry inspired by these animals revolutionizes what we previously perceived as possible. Bonus fact: did you know that the footwear brand Nike also has patents inspired by nature? In 1999, a running shoe was created with the outer sole that resembled the foot of an agile mountain goat. Number 5. Silken fabrics has been around since 3000 BCE and is one of our earliest examples of biomimicry. Around 1855, the silk industry was jeopardized by disease. A French pioneer in biomimicry by the name of Count Hilaire de Chardonnay invented the first artificial silk during this time. What's now known as rayon was a replication of silkworm spinnerets and the cellulose of the mulberry leaves these worms consumed. Before the name rayon was coined in 1924, most knew this material as artificial silk, fiber silk, or manufactured silk. Artificial silk costs less to produce and swiftly became the cheaper alternative in the fashion world. Number 6. The silk of silkworms has been a desired luxury for centuries. However, the silk of spiders has continued to astonish scientists. Spiders produce different silks for many purposes, such as webbing, encasing eggs, repelling from high areas, and cocooning prey. Engineers have focused on dragline silk because of its tough tensile strength that holds the most weight before stretching or breaking. Since spider silk is much stronger than the cocoons of silkworm, we have sought to artificially mass-produce this material. Another breakthrough took place in 1937 when nylon was first invented, where we created a synthetic chemical to link together and form long-chain molecules. Nylon, which is still used today, was the perfect material for parachutes, seatbelts, ropes, nets, and tents. This eventually led us to the tougher variant of nylon created in 1963 that was called Kevlar, our first lightweight bulletproof armor. The history of silk biomimicry exemplifies how the natural world can serve as a boundless source of inspiration, driving us to unlock its mysteries to develop innovative solutions that push the boundaries of science and technology. Number 7. Although it's more commonly known that birds were an influence on the creation of the first flying contraptions, they've also played a pivotal role in the creation of high-speed railways. The bullet train in Japan, known as the Shinkansen, connects most major cities, more than 3,000 kilometers of track, and reaches speeds of 320 kilometers per hour, or nearly 200 miles per hour. The world eagerly awaited the launch of the first bullet train in 1964. It was enchanting for many people and changed what was previously possible. A problem with the train going so quickly is the noise pollution it created in densely populated areas. Engineers closely studied the muffled sound of the wing feathers of owls that allowed them to fly completely silent. In 1994, what was known as the wing graft design replaced what was traditionally used before, which reduced the primary source of noise. Another issue occurred whenever these bullet trains entered and exited tunnels. A buildup of low-frequency pressure waves created sonic booms upon exiting a tunnel, which led to the necessary reshaping of the train's nose. Looking to nature for a solution to this problem, a researcher noticed a remarkable feature of the kingfisher bird. This fantastic feathered friend is able to dive into water at high speeds with minimal splash. Kingfishers are able to seamlessly transition from open air to water thanks to the unique shape of their bill. After much research and testing, the kingfisher-shaped nose of the train was adopted in 1997. Not only did it reduce overall noise, but this ingenious design had the added benefit of reducing energy consumption because of its reduced air resistance. Number 8. The first touch fastener was created by Swiss engineer George de Mestral in 1941. After hiking through the Swiss Alps, he began to realize why and how burdock seeds kept sticking to his clothes and his dog. These burrs, he found, when examined under a microscope, were adhering to fur and fabrics extremely well using tiny hooks. Inspired by this, he started his own company by 1959 for his fastener known as Velcro. Since then, it has merged into part of daily life and is an instantly recognizable creation known partly for the unique sound it produces. Number 9. In the 19th, 20th, and 21st century, there have been some astonishing bio-inspired architecture. Located in Barcelona, Spain, is a Roman Catholic church that was built in 1882. The church, called the Sagrada Familia, was originally conceptualized and constructed by an architect named Antoni Gaudí. After his death, many of his models and works were destroyed during the Spanish Civil War of 1936. Gaudí believed that replicating designs from nature was his best way to honor God, so much of his inspiration was drawn from natural designs and structures. The biomimicry of the Sagrada Familia alone has many examples, but is most notable in the branching columns of the main central area of the church. Not only does this design provide stronger support for the roof by mimicking the natural weight distribution of trees, but it also visually evokes a wondrous feeling of walking through the trees of a forest. Number 10. Another example of architectural problem solving by the use of biomimicry takes place in Zimbabwe. In 1996, the architect Mick Pierce developed a unique solution to the carbon emissions and pollution created by energy-intensive air conditioning units in office buildings. To combat these negative environmental effects, Pierce realized his answer was in how termites build their mounds. The creation of the Eastgate Center in Harare, Zimbabwe in 1996 is a display of the brilliance of Mother Nature. These termites build enormous mounds to grow fungus as their primary food source. Since this fungus thrives at specific temperatures, these ingenious termites open and close a series of heating and cooling vents during the day and night. The Eastgate Center has a similarly structured ventilation system that functions much the same as the termite mounds, which has over a 10% reduction in energy consumption compared to conventional building designs. These savings also affect the tenants, resulting in lower rental costs of 20%. Embracing these ecological designs can play a key part in climate control solutions and even prove to be a more cost-efficient option for overall functionality. As we conclude our captivating journey through the records of history, exploring the mesmerizing realm of biomimicry, we are reminded of the enduring power of nature's wisdom to ignite human innovation. The tapestry of biomimicry weaves a story of curiosity, ingenuity, and collaboration between humanity and the natural world. As we stand on the cusp of an era defined by sustainable solutions and harmonious coexistence with our planet, let us draw inspiration from the past and the present, forging a path forward that pays homage to the beauty and complexity of nature. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening adventure, and remember, the pages of history are alive with lessons waiting to be learned and transformed into a brighter tomorrow. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Share your favorite biomimicry creations in the comments below, and feel free to suggest topics you'd like me to cover in the future. See you soon!